Hello everybody. Today we got some just some random Hot Wheels to crack open. Not really a theme to this video, just some 2022 main lines. And I think most of these are B case, C case, and D case. I want to start doing, like, how I do with the Matchbox, where I show my personal highlights, only the ones that I bought. Well, I want to do that with Hot Wheels too, except for these earlier cases were kind of bad, and I only got a few cars from them. Actually, I already did a 10 car Tuesday featuring some of the cars from the earlier cases, which is why these ones are kind of left stragglers. So like this one, this is all I have in terms of B case, I think. Yeah, this is the only B case I have right now, because I think I opened the other ones in that 10 car Tuesday. So that's why I'm doing this video, just to clear it out. And this is, of course, the Tesla Cybertruck. I thought I had to get it. I hate the truck, I know, but it's kind of something that it's not going to go away, so you might as well get a representation of it, I guess, until the Matchbox one comes out, which that's not, don't quote me on that. I don't know if they're going to do one, but I'm just saying if they do, I'm going to replace the Hot Wheels one with it. But it is decently done. Of course, the wheels are a little big, and I think I might fix that. I might get some different wheels on here. But it really captures the ugliness of this truck. I mean, I like the, I don't know, clear coat on the bare metal is the smoothest thing ever. And maybe it's because of how big the surface area on this is. But I think it's a really good representation of an ugly truck. And, well, it's not ugly. Well, the design is definitely ugly. I don't mind the features of it, the very few features, being the bar lights. I really do like the look of the bar lights. I just wish it wasn't so geometrical like this. So I guess I could find something I like about it, the lights. But that's the only detail you get. Oh, and this is actually like louvered. I don't know if that's the casting or if they actually did that with the decal. I like it. Yeah, oh, you do get trim. You get black trim on the top here. And that's about it. It is bare metal. You got black wheels. The casting, like I said, is really good. They got all the lines right. Yeah, this is Cybertruck. Next up, this is from C case. This was the Super, of course. The Dajibon. Of course, I couldn't pass up the Dajibon. I love it. And I have all of them now. There's only 3. And of course, I don't count the Super. But I just love this van. This is the only one I found too, which was very weird. I'm glad to see this is a popular casting, so maybe we'll see more of them. But this being the only one I found, like, it was easier to find the older versions, which is still kind of hard. But, even this one with the blue windows, I might remove the decals. Maybe. I don't know. Well, it does have Ryu on there, so maybe I'll keep it. But only because these vans typically are very plain in Japan. So I wanted to remove the decals and paint the hood black like they typically are. But I like the headlight decals. I like that they give us the headlight decals. I just knocked some wheels off my desk. And the grill detail too, the Dodge front end. You got your tow hook on the bumper. You got your Hot Wheels logo, parts or service and parts. Hot Wheels Kart Co. Corporation. You got your Dodge, you got your Castrol. Huser. I always struggle on pronouncing that. I know some of the muscle car guys are gonna be like, no, you say it wrong. Bell, and then Bell does like racing helmets and suits, right? I always forget what they do. And then we got your Nismo stripe. You got your black trim and your Ryu logo. This, of course, is a Ryu ride. There's your back end. Nothing to report on there. I already did a review on the casting, so I already pointed out a lot of that. Of course, I think on the other releases, the windows were tinted, though. So this one, you know, it is tinted blue, but it's still clear. You can see through it. And so you do have some steely reels in the back there, and the go-kart sitting on top of them, which is pretty cool, which is where the name on the side comes from. Really like the purple color on this one. I'm sure the Super looked really good. Next up, WRX STI, which is D-Case, I think. And actually, I have a good amount from D-Case. Actually, the last cars, every car after this will be D-Case, so maybe I could have done a video on D-Case, but these cars aren't that interesting. This casting is terrible, I'll say that. I just like the color. I bought this one specifically for the color. And I'm probably going to remove these, whatever these are supposed to be, these decals. And, yeah, I like the color with the black multi-spokes. Like, this works really well. Then I'll paint the front end and the back end. The headlights, taillights. But this casting is a terrible casting. I hate it. It's just so proportionally terrible. Like, there isn't a body kit on this, and that's said very well in the back here. The back end looks good. I think it's a little smushed here. We could raise that just a little bit. Then we come to the front. Why is it so wide? It's so wide in the front, and then it gets so squished where the headlights are. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. There's like only a body kit for the front of it. And even the hood too. I think the hood scoop here is a little large. You know, it's just, well, actually maybe not. Maybe it just looks large because this should have a longer front end. I don't know. It's a bad casting. I just like the color. That's why I got this one. I like the color, and I want to remove the decals and paint in some major details. But that's the WRX. That's all I gotta say about it. Yeah, more DK. So here's the... Dang. Knocking over everything. Here we have the Nismo Leaf, which actually just won Nissan's contest. I don't know what that was about, honestly. I guess they're picking everybody's favorite electric car, I guess. This one won, apparently. The racing version, too. It wasn't even, like, the regular one. The only reason I bought this one was because it reminded me of the Tomica... Oh. Is that supposed to be like that? That wheel? So, we'll see. The reason I like this one is because it reminds me of the Tomica R30. The colors, at least, remind me of the Tomica R30. So, I like how the decal is different on both sides. I don't know if it's supposed to be this plain. I mean, you do got a little bit of paint loss here on the fender. I'm sure that's supposed to be how it is. Of course, it's a little messed up. I don't know what happened. The base is falling off. So the wheels are... It's got some Carolina squat. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a large gap in the front wheels there compared to the back. You can see that, right? I'm not too bummed about it. This isn't a casting I like. I just liked the livery. And I think this is a real livery too. The blue one, however, coming soon is not. That one I'll be skipping. But definitely an interesting car. And I didn't know that the decal was supposed to be different on each side. It's kind of cool. I like how the text is black on the red, and then it's white over here. Kind of cool, but whatever. It's whatever. Here we have a favorite casting of mine, and it's not even licensed. The Raiheen Express. Of course, we already know. Of course, this livery is not as good as the first edition. I don't think they could do anything to top that first release. Even the second release wasn't that good. I didn't like the red trim on it. This one is a little better. It's a little more like the first release, a little more chrome. And I do like the dragon on the side here. I mean, it being an art card, we have this on the top, which I don't care for. But this artwork isn't too bad with the dragon and the kanji. But this is just an awesome casting. Ryu knew what he was doing, and he pulled it off well. Not much to say about this one, though, because it's mostly for the artwork. I mean, I already did a review on this, and I already pointed out all of this mess in the front. But that's how the real ones are. Still trying to figure out what this is. Dang, my camera cut out there. As I was saying, yeah, there's not much I can say about this casting that I already have. That's not a bad thing, though, because it is an awesome casting. I love it. But unfortunately, it kind of peg warms around here. Like, I don't know. Decatora trucks are so niche that I don't think a lot of people recognize it as a real style. I mean, it's big in Japan, but that's it. Like, you're not going to see Decatora trucks in America. You're not. I'm sorry. Maybe Bosozoku, but I don't think, like, this is a cop magnet right here. Like, what the heck? What kind of Megatron is that? So, I love it. I'll still buy it. I'm trying to get the gold one is out. I don't know. I can't find the gold one. I should be able to soon, though. It's not like it's that desirable, just to me. But we got 2 left. Next up is the Land Cruiser 80, which we were kind of cheated out of a second release of this last year because they only did the gray one. I don't know if this is getting a recolor this year. I haven't seen anything. It's probably due for a recolor, but I don't know. I don't like the wheels. And it doesn't want to come out. As I said before, these wheels make no sense to me at all. Like, how did your whole wheel get dirty, but you still have chrome trim showing through? Like, that makes no sense. I wish it was just all brown, or if they could make it. No, that'd be too hard. This is Hot Wheels we're talking here. I like the deco on this one. I like the color. I wish I could remove the decals on it because this is a very stock color. This beige. No, I don't know if it's really beige. Like a tan. Like a tan yellow, kind of sand yellow. Of course, you got your front decals, which I think the gray version had. And you got side decals, which are a little more extreme than like this one, the bomb. They're a little more extreme than the last version. We got Leewoy, so I'm sure he did the deco on this one. That's his logo. And is that JL for Jimmy Lou? JLU for Jimmy Lou? Maybe. Doesn't he do artwork? 1.5, don't know what that is. Yokohama. That might just be the number, but I don't know why it'd be 1.5. Just do 1 or 2. Overlander, Venture, Rays. Those are not Rays wheels. They might be, but I don't know. And then I don't know what WL is. Maybe it's another designer, but I like the little bomb icon. And is it the same on the other side? It is, and probably the mud is the same too. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same decal for the mud. I like how it forms right around the Leeway logo. That little dip. I don't know how I made the noise either. Of course, the spare tire is the actual wheel that the Land Cruiser would use. That's the actual rim, which kind of makes me mad about the spare tires there. Land Cruiser 80. And for those who don't know, or unless you want to see it again, I made a stock version of it. Oh god. The bumper could be better. I gotta work that out. But yeah, definitely changed the look of it. Oh my god. I almost put the custom one there. Let's just replace it with the custom. And lastly, we got the Nissan R390. Now this one, I debated over and over again if I wanted it. And obviously I decided on it. But the thing is, I don't collect some of the newer castings as extreme as some of the older castings. Actually, some of the older castings I don't even pay attention to. But I guess the NSX is a newer casting, like the 2017 NSX, which I do collect that one pretty intensively. This, however, this is a beautiful model, but I debated on getting it because this isn't accurate to the real vehicle. There never was a white one. There was, the only street legal one was blue, and the red one was the concept. So there never was a white one. Hold on, I gotta smell it. Ah, yeah. So this one makes no sense to me, but I thought the presentation looked good with these dark lace wheels. So yeah, the decals are very clean on this one. And of course, we got a Ryu logo on the back there. They are very clean. I love the decals on this, actually. Maybe it was worth getting. I like the black I like the white and gray so much that I actually made it in Forza. I recreated this, which wasn't really hard, but I didn't notice the Ryu logo on the back there, so I'm gonna have to go in and add it. Of course, the headlight decals look really good. Nissan logo is legible. You got your marker lights, so of course this is based on the street legal version, so that's why the marker lights are here. You got your grills. You got your tail lights, and you got your grills, and a bunch of markers, and the Ryu logo, of course. And actually, I learned from one of the latest donut videos that this is the fastest car Nissan has ever made. Well, street legal, the fastest street legal car they've ever made. The R390, which they did make, I think, 2 street legal versions, so it technically is street legal. It counts. There were racing versions too. Well, it was a homologations car, so there were racing versions, which I wouldn't be surprised if Hot Wheels brought into premium. They could simply retool this casting. They could use the foundation of it, because this is a perfect, there's nothing wrong with this casting. They could use the foundation of it, and the racing version, you don't have to add much, I don't think. There might be something with the hood here. I know there is a little front splitter and a spoiler, and that's about it. That's all they'd have to do to make this a racing version. So they could just use the file for this and add to it. Maybe the wing would have to be plastic if it's going to be premium. That I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, if they're gonna do a racing version, it better be premium. If it's mainline, I'm not getting it, and if it's not a licensed livery, I'm not getting it either. It has to be the Castrol livery, or is it the Castrol? Or is it the Celsonic? I don't remember. But there you go. This is a little mix of early 2022 Hot Wheels. Not the most exciting models, but now that these are cleared out of the way, I can do E-Case, which has some very exciting models in it. The EK9 and the Nissan Z. I don't know when I'll do that video, but it'll be sometime hopefully this month. I got to do Matchbox Mix 3 and Mix 4 as well, because I have both of those ready to go. I've got Matchbox Premiums that I want to open. I got some older Matchbox to open. Actually, they're all Chevys. So I have to do a whole Chevy video. I got a Chevy video for Hot Wheels planned, a part 2 to the other 10 Car Tuesday. Yeah, I'm working on a lot over here. Lots going on behind the scenes. So this is, I guess you could say it's a little filler video because these aren't the most exciting cars. To me they are, but typically, I mean, the liveries, I get it. I don't care for the liveries either, except for the Ryu, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.